This is an old, my old, 1 horsepower, you don't see, 3-gallon steel driver series D Vibris Air Power Company. I bought this, I think it's Sears actually. There's the specs, and what I'm going to do is it's failed. This is the air intake, and I used to have a covered piece of, not towel, but a covered, which I've thrown away, I guess. Alright, this was the input piece that broke. It's plastic, and I'm going to remove the plastic out of there and install a air filter like this. I may have to get an extension for it, and I can show you what this air filter is like, and there'll be a link on the page. Opening this up, you see a standard type of air filter cartridge that sits in here, plus an intake that is stops the air from coming directly in and sends it around. Here's the intake, and this is a threaded input. Okay. I decided to pull the back cover off. There are 2 screws, one on this side, one on the other that was missing, that hold this on, and you have to snap it off in place. I'm not certain if I have to take off this yet or not. Alright, continuing on from here. This is a 5/8 fitting. I'm going to remove it. Well, I've actually loosened it and moved it. These are 3/8. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 nuts, 2 bolts, and I'm going to remove those next. I need to get in here and understand what I'm looking at right there. Alright, now most people would have gone and bought a new compressor, but this thing here is, I have no, let's see, California, 7 years, 8 years, 20 years, 30 years old. This is about 30 years old, and I'm not going to get rid of it because it's low mileage and a very good tank. I made a mistake or lied to you, however you want to see it. This is actually a 7/16. I just can't seem to get this right. These were 3/8. I took off what were brackets. You can see down below right there. What I need to do is to grab a deeper well 3/8 and remove these, whether they're studs or whether they're bolts. We'll see here shortly. Alright, the way these came out, they do appear to be bolts with a fused head. So that's what I'm looking at here. Now I'm going to take the other 2 bolts out. Alright, here are the next 2 bolts, and one is actually longer. The longer one goes over here on the side with the metal hose and the mounting hardware. Alright, here's a hose. I pulled it out. This appears to be a rubber fitting here. There's no tapping or hitting. It appears this will come pretty much right off. One side is tied to a piston. There's the piston that I'm going to have to get back in. And here is the fitting. So I'm a little worried now. Little worried. I'll have to take a closer look. Alright, very good. I'm going to waste a few more minutes of your life. This is the intake side of the compressor head. This is the output side of the compressor head. The input side comes from here. The output side goes from the cylinder head to the bottom, to where the tank is, right there. This is fortunately still stuck together. There are parts in here, and I'll explain just a couple. This is a cylinder, and as you look, you see these 6, this is a reed, and the 6 that pull in air from that side. It compresses with the piston and goes out this side. Hey Charlie!
Baby, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful now. This is a 3-step process. I decided to grab a hose. It's a 3/8 hose. I used tape to go around the 3/8 hose so it would fit snug down into the air intake, and it does. You should be able to see a little light there. I don't know if you can or not. Yeah, there you go. Now I'm going to install this other half into this right here. Alright, I'm going to install this into here. Does it fit snug? Nope. So I'm going to have to put a little bit of tape on it so it fits snug, and then if this works I will glue everything into place. This keeps getting better and better actually. I pulled off the cover wheel, the fan. I removed the piston because I got to put the piston in. There was not enough room to maneuver. It requires a Torx 25, that is, to get the unit off. And there's a bearing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this into the sleeve, and I need to squeeze that down. That went in relatively easy. This piston does not move once it's in. In other words, it has just one moving point here, the rest goes up and down. So what I'm going to do is to install this unit into the onto the bearing, and then tighten it all down. Alright, no lubricants were done. I did this all by hand. I'm gonna torque down the bearing and the rod and the bearing, and then I'm going to put the screws back in the top, 2 of them temporarily. Alright, I sat in 2 screws here, 2 bolts. I'm going to put the other 2 in. I did tighten this down, and everything is looking great. I just had to kind of cock to get that piston in there. It wasn't that hard at all. It's just you couldn't do it. Another thing to notice, and I know I've said this a couple times, if you take a look, this is metal on metal to these 2. This surface here, this splits into 2, and it's not leaking. The gaskets cost 30-40 bucks or something, but I did not take it apart because at some point it really is going to end up in the garbage heap. Sad to say. It seems the wind is picking up. This is a 3HID inner diameter universal 200 WP made in the US of A. And there's a part number for it. I'll look that up, 16851. It looks like it was made in the year 07, 01, but it's a great hose. I'm going to hook it into the old compressor here. So I got back together. Clicked in. This is glass right here. You can see it's broken. I may replace it over pressure valve. Here is the new intake manifold. It's sad looking, but that's okay. This is test one. I may have to build my own air compressor line. You know, you never know. So let me plug this in. We'll see how well it works. One interesting thing, and it really is interesting, this doesn't use any oil. You'll see in the bigger compressors and stuff, there's an oil that does the rings. This has a plastic carbon type of piston ring. She stopped, just like that. The intake, the new intake right here is doing great. Here's the old hose right here. Letting go of pressure. You see the pressure going? Working great. I'll let you know tomorrow just how well it does. Thumbs up. It is the next day, and you can see it held 90 psi, you know, over the night. I don't know if it was a hose that's losing the pressure or not, but I'm not going to worry about it for this case. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up would be good. I'm going to turn on the compressor right now.